So the first Thames Valley derby in nearly 20 years in the league ended as a draw, as Reading and Oxford played out a 1-1 draw at the Select Car Leasing Stadium on the 12th of December 2023. Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new video. My name's James, and today we're going to go ahead and sit down and talk about Reading's draw at home to Oxford. Nerves all day, it's all I could think about. I was at work just thinking about the football. It was the only thing going through my mind. I work in town centre as well, so police cars were going by like every single 30 minutes, 35 minutes. Must have been about 9 police vans that must have went by my work today. Honestly, it was the big game, if we're being honest. It was a big game for Reading, and it's a big game for Oxford as well. They might want to lie, and they might want to talk about, they didn't really care, or they might want to talk about how Swindon's bigger derby. Might have been because of the last few years, but this is the big derby for both clubs. And look, in my opinion, it didn't really live up to the hype. The Reading-Oxford game was... First half did, but the second half was a bit of a dud. In terms of talking about the actual game of football itself, it was a dud. Now, before we get into the actual fixture itself, we'll take a look at Reading's starting 11. Ruben Sellis made 3 changes for this game. David Button remained in goal, but we saw Gerald Dorset return to the starting 11. Nelson Abbey and the returning Tom Holmes played at centre-back with Andy Yeardom at right-back. Michael Craig was the defensive midfielder with Harvey Nibbs and Lewis Wing in the midfield. Caelan Vickers and Femi Aziz were the 2 wingers, while Sam Smith was up front on his own. Now, in terms of the first half, I think Reading were the better side in the actual first half. I think overall Oxford had a lot of the ball, don't get me wrong, and I think they had a lot of the play, but listen, in terms of actual attempts, nothing was created. When you take a look at the actual stats, 1 shot on target was what Oxford had, and that was their goal. Reading had 4 shots on target, 7 in total, but again, Reading didn't really create anything massively to threaten him. Sam Smith had a couple of flick-ons that he could have won. There was one in the first couple of minutes, really, where he could have put a header in the back of the net. He had a flick-on as well at the front post, which could have went in, but a good save from the keeper. But Oxford eventually took the lead. They had a lot of possession and a lot of the ball, passing it around their back, passing it just really around in their own half. But the first half... That was the second half, sorry, but the first half, really, it was more on the halfway line, up into Reading's half as well. And eventually, all that possession paid off. A cross came in from the left-hand side, came from Mills, and that ball was found then by Brown, who put the ball in the back of the net in the 39th minute. Didn't take long though for Reading to get a goal back in the 43rd minute. The man who loves to play against Oxford, Sam Smith, went through and scored a fantastic ball by Lewis Wing to knock it over the top. Sam Smith chased on the end of it and slotted it in the back of the net, and a fantastic celebration to put an end to that as well. Celebrating right in front of the Oxford fans. And yeah, your defence is terrified because Sam Smith is on fire. Reading nearly made it 2-1 just before the half-time break as well. Lewis Wing with a free kick on the edge of the box. Harvey Nibbs with some good work was fouled just outside the box, and Lewis Wing's free kick was saved. Second half, though, like I said, was a big disappointment in my opinion for Reading. I don't think we did anything creatively. I don't think we really had too many chances. Femi Aziz had a couple of pop shots from outside the box. Charlie Savage had one as well, but Reading didn't really do anything. But you can also say the same for Oxford. Josh Murphy shot, they didn't do anything, and that shot went wide. Again, nothing on target. 1 shot on target in the entire fixture. When you take a look at the actual statistics as well, 61% possession for Oxford to 39 for Reading, a 0.98 expected goals to 0.55 for Reading, 7 shots to 9 by Oxford to Reading, 4 shots on target for Reading to 1 by Oxford. And realistically, I think Oxford were really, really poor. They didn't challenge Reading at all. In my opinion, didn't look like a 6th place side or 5th place now side that they are. One thing I've got to touch on as well is the Oxford fans. Poor. Didn't get behind their team at all in the 90. Listen, they might have sung a little bit after the goal, but they were quiet for the entire fixture. If there's ever been a bigger letdown than that, I'm not sure. I think there's not too many sides have come to the Select Car Leasing Stadium or the Matchday, sold out their away end, and been as quiet as they have. Poor showing from them. Expected a lot more from them. Look, I thought they were a poor side as well. Didn't create anything. Defensively, Reading shut them out, and I think Oxford shut Reading out really as well. I think a point, I'll take it, especially after how poor Reading were in the second half. But look, I'll take a point. In terms of individual performances, I've got to say, for his first start since August, my man of the match goes to Tom Holmes. I thought he was absolutely brilliant today. Not a world beater, not out of this world, but I thought he was good. I have to hold my hands up and say fair play to Tom Holmes. He's come in, big game. Listen, he's a Reading lad as well, let's be honest, and he's come in. Tom Holmes emotionally is someone that's always quite rocky, and listen, I thought he was good today. I thought he was really, really good. Nelson Abbey was quite poor today, in my opinion, and actually got hooked in the 58th minute. I thought it was arguably was deserved. I think it was the right call by Ruben Celis. Tyler Bindon came on, didn't do too much better, but I don't know. I don't know if the pressure was getting too much to Nelson Abbey, the occasion, or what, but yeah, I don't think Nelson Abbey had a good game at all today. What do we do from here? Try and get out of the relegation zone, I guess. Look, we sit in 23rd still, 14 points from 20 games. Obviously would have been 18. Would have been out of the relegation zone if it wasn't for the point deduction. But alas, we're not. We're still in the bottom 4 for now. But again, it's another point closer to Exeter. Just 4 points behind them now. A couple of wins over Christmas might see us out of the drop zone. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Apologies for my voice being a little bit gone. You gotta back the boys for the full 90. Sam Smith, thank you for making me lose my voice. That's gonna be it for this one today, guys. Thank you for watching. We'll see you all in the next video soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.